Greetings, fellow mental world patients, and it's me. I'm back in Novum Vexillium, and I'm gonna be doing well. I'm gonna be playing as Syria. Why is the Iraqi and the Syrian flag so similar? Oh, right. Just ignore this thing. At the start of the game, they will all be annexed. I just like add the mod which makes more releasable nations and stuff because I like releasing nations. You know what? I kind of want this time for everything to be chaos, so I'm gonna set the capricious wars to chaos, and capricious wars are basically like just random wars that will happen, and also I will also just dismantle all factions and dismantle the EU and revoke all guarantees. I just want pure chaos. Oh yeah, and look at that, Russia is back to normal. For some reason, if I was democratic, I could apply to join the EU. I'm not really in Europe though. I think yeah, I don't think that really makes sense, but you know, sure. Oh, right, the path I'm gonna be going down is, well, the path, the United Arab path, there's a lot of focuses here. Oh my, yeah, that's a lot. And prejudice isn't even, like, fully finished. Look at that, here's the path, I'll be able to destroy a lot of this stuff, hell yeah. Wow, a very descriptive focus description. Somehow my entire army is mechanized and, you know, they're actually armor, so they have like tanks and stuff. That's pretty cool actually. Maybe I'll actually make use of that. For a second I thought that this guy was Donald Trump. Oh my god, guys, it's a funny guy. Oh, and fun fact, Hafez is kinda like Bashar's father, so yeah, I guess that's neat. I'm not really sure how this game will go because I set every single nation to go down like a path that it shows, and I chose the path based on how more cooler it sounded. So things may go a bit hectic. I may have intentions to destroy Israel, but I think I'll support it for the funny. Hey guys, we should maybe take a look at what the Syrian Communist Party has. That acronym seems a little bit too suspicious. I'm pretty damn sure I set in the game rules to make Russia go down the communist path. But they elected Putin anyways, like that's a bit annoying. wait. What? Investigator. Why should I need to investigate? I think we do have a country to run, but you know, I think it will be funnier if I investigate. Guys, I think some of the focuses here may be not developed or something. Why is it just such everything? Why is the Syrian Millennium event in every single one of these focuses? Well, the current leader is now dead. However, now, it's Abdul Karim Khaddam. Okay, who is this guy? I have three decisions now to do. Do either make the Bashar the successor of Hafez, his daughter, or do like a military takeover. But I don't want to do a military takeover because I don't think I can do the pan-Arab thing with that. Yeah, I think for the funniest thing, I'll pick Bashar because hell yeah. Why did I get an event about Mongolian elections? It's goddamn Mongolia. Oh yeah, this focus doesn't even have an icon. It's the icon is nothing. No. You guys shut the hell about democracy. I will not. No, that is forbidden. Okay. How did these guys think that people are actually gonna believe that Bashar won 99.7% of the vote? Like, you need to be more believable. Like, maybe like, I don't know, like 60%. Like, yeah, that's 60% is like good because 99.7. What is this? We are not a Central American dictator. We are a Middle Eastern dictator. Reforms sound kind of cringe. I'm just gonna kill them all. That sounds like an easier option. Alright, Colombia, how did you get into this situation? How? Huh? Okay, Colombia, yeah, you're screwed, I think. And now we're into the Arab Spring. Let's just hope that nothing bad happens in 2011 March. Something tells me that Japan is going down their old route. Very serious riots. I saw this like Arab Spring thing, and I'm still getting riots. You guys are you guys don't like fun at all. Wait, I'm a part of the Security Council. What? Oh, okay, nice. But just the question is, where's like the stuff for it? Where's the UN stuff? I don't see it anymore. Just realized this focus requires 0 days to complete it, and also it doesn't have a description. It's okay, yeah, that's this part of the focus tree may be not that developed, but whatever. Damn, Sudan, chill out. You're not him. Why don't world leaders just do the 28-day focus that removes all the economic crisis stuff? Like, come on, it's so simple. I'm just checking out the Turkish focus tree, because I may play them at some point because you can do like an Ottoman path or something, and the home of Turkish nationalism. I'm gonna hope that I can get back the Golan Heights. Yeah, sure, game. I agree. Well, unfortunately, I lost, so that sucks a bit. Tough stuff's about to heat up. US don't like puppet Iraq or something. I still want them. Well, I guess the US has now started intervening in the Middle East. Oh, great. I can't even send volunteers. Okay, this just sucks. I expected these sanctions to be a little bit worse. Sure, no one will trade with me, but I won't have used that many consumer goods. Jordan really just disagreed to be annexed by me, so now I got to work on them, so I'm gonna just kill him. But I forgot to put the divisions here. I am a genius. What's happened in Brazil? Oh dear lord, I'm not gonna look at it anymore. Alright, beautiful, that's Jordan dealt with. Next up, I'm supposed to get Iraq, but well, the problem is, they're currently at war because of the US, and they kinda kicked out the US, but the problem is that I can't unify with them because they're supposed to be at peace. This is... should I just make them at peace? Because technically Iraq already won. I'm not sure how the US could nail me anymore. Wait, hold on a minute. When did they get Lebanon? Well, I don't care. It's still free land. Wow, Brazil managed to peacefully reunify. Yeah, I don't think they managed to, and also, yeah, there's still 3 Brazils left. Like, come on, there's how many Brazils? So don't let me count. There's 5 Brazils in total. Okay, yeah. I should not look in South America. Okay, Iraq actually accepted to unify for some reason, so I am now looking pretty good, but I am still gonna get much larger. Sorry, Mr. Abdullah Salam Abdullah, but Bashar is not a bit of a funnier guy, so yeah. Oh, Bashar just got a new portrait, hell yeah. Wait, I have the local autonomy garrison law. I'm pretty sure that was only for democracies. Well, I guess I can have this thing because I really need compliance, because in order for me to core states they occupy, I need quite a bit of compliance. The UAR is finally back on the world map, but it's not big enough. Yeah, wait, there's a super event in the DPR Korean Civil War. North Korea is having a civil war. Okay, that's neat, I guess. And why is South Korea now called the wilderness? What are they planning? 105 days for a focus. Oh, well, I guess I better get to work. Okay, so now I have war goals on all of Arabia and also a bit of this stuff, and also on Israel and Palestine for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get those war goals in this focus, but hey, whatever, I'll deal with Israel after I'll deal with Saudi Arabia, well, with just all of Arabia. And first of all, I think I'll take Kuwait, because Iraq tried to do that and they didn't succeed, so this time I will for sure hopefully succeed. Okay, so I pressed like all of the stuff that I was supposed to like core still, except Kuwait, but I still don't have Lebanon core, and also not this part of not like this part of Iraq. So I'm not sure. I think that's like a bug or something. So I'll just call those with console commands. You know, I said that I will deal with Israel after I deal with all of Arabia, but Israel is, you know, kind of. Israel is weaker than Saudi Arabia, and also, it's him. It's the gamer. I'm supposed to be guaranteeing the independence of Palestine, but no. Alright, I got Palestine, and also I got Jerusalem, so Israel's probably gonna die real quick. And also, damn, the KD ratio is pretty good. There's only 2 nations left in Tel Aviv. There's Hezbollah, great, and also Hamas. Oh, wonderful. Why do I still have the option for bombing the Golan Heights even though I already have it? That's yeah, that definitely seems like a bug. What is this nation? Okay, I really like this focus because it gave me 2 divisions, and in fact gave me these 2 divisions, which I actually modified them. Yeah, I made them pretty damn good. I like that. I always like when my divisions get equipment out of black magic. Alright, Saudi Arabia, I am rapidly approaching. I expanded my army a little bit, and now my army is pretty sure stronger than Saudi Arabia's. Okay, so, my army may be a bit better. Well, damn, I guess I'll replace chemical warfare with just pure Syrians. How do I improve my stuff when I just replace chemical warfare? I'm not sure. Well, damn, I honestly expected like a battle to death, just absolute intense war, but no, this was just an absolute curb stomp. Oh my god, Spain! Why are you doing this? You know what? You know what? I will not accept this. Alright, well, I took out all of Arabia. There was nothing really that interesting that happened after Saudi Arabia, so next up, I guess I'll have to go to Egypt. And the thing about Egypt is that their army is, well, they have quite a lot of men in their army, so they may have a more powerful army, so I need to improve my divisions a bit more. Actually, what happens if I just real quickly go into Egypt, because Sinai is demilitarized, so maybe if I make a really quick breakthrough, I can just ignore the Egyptian army. World trade may be severely disrupted right now, but I almost got the Suez and I encircled a lot of Egyptians, so my tactic actually kinda worked. Sure, I didn't like exactly ignore the Egyptian army, but I still encircled a bunch of them. Yeah, African alliance, okay, yeah, Ethiopia, don't get too many nations in there, okay? Alright, finally, I captured Cairo. Basically, if I look at here, that's, yeah, that, no, you know what, I will not allow that to happen. Okay, so I decided to reduce the African alliance into this, because, yeah, thank you, but no. What I wanted to say is that the way that I reduced the Egyptian army by a lot is that I basically just kept on retreating to like around this line, and then the Egyptians went back here, and then I encircled them here because I was not crossing this river like basically at all. And also I got some gas that I just already had. I basically just all of this gas, so that's also the reason why I also pushed. Look at that, now my borders are looking pretty nice, but I can still, you know, expand a bit more. Why do I have a war goal for the Bahamas? But they're not even in Africa anywhere, what? Why do I have a war goal on them? And also, okay, I have a war goal on the Bahamas as the United Arab Republic, and they're guaranteed by COD and Montenegro. What? Okay, I just don't get it. Oh yeah, and also for some reason can't core Israel, so that sucks a little bit. And hold on a minute, Israel has a nuclear reactor. Well, you know, I am, you know what? Advanced physics facility, it's time. Just goes for goals on the rest of Africa. So first target is probably gonna be Libya. Just like Why? Whoa, chill out, Japan. You're at war with a bit too many people, including China and the US. Japan, I'm sorry, you're no longer the Japanese empire. You're not really strong. I took out Tunisia in the meanwhile, now actually people aren't going to think the countries have war goals on anymore. So maybe everyone finally understood that they can't do anything to stop my expansion. Oh, and you guys might as well just see how fast I progress. I mean, I progress a bit slowly over here because there's no supply, but where there's supply, I progress really damn fast. Like 5 peaceful unifications in Brazil later, and Brazil has actually finally unified. It took them a while, and South America still looks disgusting. Like, why are there 2 Argentinas? Just, you're not sure, I guess. And wait, is that the Arctic? And now I'm starting to get massively embargoed, but I don't really care. I did some. Okay, no one joined. Oh yeah, I caused a bit of world tension, but come on, guys, like. Russia just like declaring on Ukraine, you know, nobody is here, you know, it's all of Ukraine. Why are you guys bothering with me? Alright, I can finally integrate Saudi Arabia. That took a really long time already. I already look like this. Hold on, why is integrating the UAE and integrating Mauritania the same decision? That's a bit weird, you know, pretty sure Mauritania is, you know, the UAE and Mauritania is literally on the other sides of my, like, empire or something, nation, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what Japan thought declaring war on China and the US at the same time. Now there's just... Japan looks disgusting. Indonesia owns a part of Japan. And China also... Okay, now China just directly owns Tokyo. That's just mean. Japan still exists though. And they're obviously communist. Okay, so for me to finally fully get off the UR, I still need to get like these 2 things, but they're in the same faction, so... I hope that Ethiopia is gonna be the only major in there. Wait, Ethiopia gets Chinese military resistance? I mean, I feel like that's not gonna really help me out, but also my military right now is being weird as hell. What are the borders here right now? I'm completely ignoring this part, because all I need to capitulate is Ethiopia, and that's it. Look at that! I am such an epic gamer. Alright, so I just took a lot of Africa, probably a bit more than I was supposed to, and also I did make some puppets, you know, and also made sure to release as many nations as possible. But the problem is that I just can't really see the puppets, so I'll probably create a faction by myself. Okay, I created my faction. The faction's name? Let me see if it shows up on the map. Alright, let me just read this out. Ba'af Reich located in the holy city of Possum Springs under Bashar rule, blessed by Allah and Margaret Thatcher. Peak! Absolute cinema. Now, the next war goal I have is for Turkey, but I've seen like some Ba'af songs and into like those like music video maps. Somalia also is included in the Pan-Arab Union, so maybe, you know, I'll also, you know, get Somalia and also Eritrea to make the borders look better. Good thing that Somalia was in a pretty big civil war, but for some reason they're not at war with each other anymore. But hey, now Somalia's at war with me, and they're gonna die very quickly. Oh yeah, I also have like a lot of steel and chromium now, so I don't really need to trade for it that much anymore. But the problem is that all the countries who have aluminum have kinda embargoed me. I would have wanted to go to Iran to get these 2 states, but the problem is that I will have a couple of problems with that. I actually decided to release a couple of things to make some more accurate UAR borders, because they looked a bit too large for my liking. Man, why does the Novorossiya flag also look like the Confederacy flag? Okay, time for the final enemy. Turkey. I basically just popped out like an entire army's amount of units just out of nowhere, because I just have so much stuff, so I guess time to see how well Turkey does against me. The speed at which I progress in? Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, my Air Force is doing their own thing. So, how's my Air Force doing? Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I think I have pretty good stuff. And this plane is actually like a combination of both a fighter and like a cast dude. So, yeah, I mean, for that plane, I'm doing pretty good. Now, I first intended to actually like make like most of Turkey a puppet, but then I checked the wiki page for how many like Muslim for like the religions in Turkey, and like 99.8% of Turkey is Muslim, so I just decided to take all of Turkey. I'll probably everything else that I conquer, I'll most likely turn into a puppet. Oh yeah, and I'm not ending this here. If you guys want to click off, if you wanted to just see into content, well, you can click off. I did everything basically. But however, I am still gonna go to war with Europe because why the hell not? It's gonna be funny. Okay, the Bayer American Alliance is having some news. Germany is now the leader of it. Okay, damn, that's nice. And oh yeah, okay, there's no more American nations in the Bayer American Alliance. There's only Spain and Germany. You know, I did realize I just got an idea on how I could do some wars with the whole LARP stuff. Hey, excuse me, I'm supposed to have you integrated. I'd like to tell you guys a new faction in the world. The Antichrist League. The Antichrist is me. And the Antichrist League defeat me? Probably not. Greece may have landed in Turkey, but I can go faster into Greece. Alright, and here's the borders after the war, but you know, I think I'll make some changes here. You may call this disgusting, but they call this a work of art. Alright, if you guys didn't notice, I just decided to remove England from the map just because why the hell not? You know, also just no because Israel doesn't exist here. I just decided to put Israel over. I just moved Israel over there basically. You know what? I think it's time. My faction versus the Aryan Socialist World Superhuman New Israel, containing the Roman Empire, Germany, Kingdom of Spain, the French Commune, and some other stuff, including Holland. Okay, and not Holland, but the Netherlands, the Dutch. No, not is it the Dutch? I don't know. Oh right, Spain had ports and stuff in my land. Okay, I should probably have first cleared that out. I only just now got the ability to get nuclear reactors. Well, I guess better late than never. Why does the leader of Pakistan just look like some influencer, right? Yakub? Yakub, is that you? Okay, so I intended, to fight against Spain, Italy, and all like this stuff, but everyone's now ganging up on France, and Poland also joined in for some reason. Sure, I guess. Wait, worker strikes? I have 100 stability. How is that possible? Oh, right. The like civil war thing, the Syrian civil war. What happens when it starts? Yeah, that's actually not that much stuff happening. But I'm just gonna delete all of those things. I don't want to deal with the civil war. That's it. Germany, for some reason, would have helped me out. But I mean, I just destroyed those already, so I don't care about that. Hey, Israel! You can't change my borders because you're no longer in Jerusalem. You are in Britain. Whatever this part of Britain is. Hey, Middle East Federation. Israel offers alliance? No, sorry, you're kind of stuck in Britain, so thank you, no. Iran actually accepted this proposal. Okay. Alright, fellas, thank you for recording this. I previously tried to invade Germany multiple times, and now I think I set up a good plan. My navy basically only guards the bare minimum goals for me to not get naval invaded. I have like some divisions here to destroy these parts, and I am only gonna attack from Slovakia because I don't really want to be naval invaded from here because I will still get naval invaded. Pretty sure I won't have enough naval supremacy. Help, I think it's finally time to finish this. And you know what? I might as well turn this into a time lapse. But I accidentally pressed the button to stop the recording when I tried to do time lapse, so now it will be the actual time lapse. Okay, how did they run out of fuel? I'm, I got, how did they run out of fuel? Like seriously, how? And oh, okay, okay, I have a bit of a deficit in mechanized. Yeah, that's a bit bad. Okay, oh, okay, so Russia just joined my faction for some reason. Okay, you know what, screw it, fine. I guess Russia can help me out because I'm having a bit of trouble. And now I'm actually am able to start pushing. So you know what? Maybe it's time to actually like get a little bit of dopamine. Well, who could have thought that the only thing that the only reason I could win this was because Germany I just decided to be a bit stupid. What do I do with Germany? I guess I'll see because Russia has 19% of the war effort, so well, I have to kind of like divide up Europe at least a little bit. Okay, number one. I am basically responsible for this absolute just border gore. Second of all, the Russians are responsible for the border gore. Alright, with kicking Russia out of the faction, here is how the borders are looking here now. Russia just took a bunch of this stuff for some reason. Hold on, I'm gonna try to make these borders a bit better, maybe, especially with these Russian exclaves. Okay, so I wanted to use the mod that makes the puppets like a single color, but unfortunately that mod doesn't work. So here's how Europe is looking now. Here's all the stuff that I own. Obviously, Switzerland is gonna be neutral, and Russia. I expanded the Kaliningrad a little bit. They got some of Poland and stuff, and Germany. Yeah, looks not great. I know that the Netherlands wasn't involved in the war, but in exchange for me giving all the land, I decided to puppet them. The reason why I took this a bunch of land because I just kind of I'm imagining a line going from around Turkey across Europe and just taking everything there. It looks kind of bad, but you know what? I don't care. Oh, and in order to make Russia's puppets be visible to that they're actually weapons, I decided to make Russia get a faction. And what is the name? Cannibals against bodybuilders against tipping. Just why not? Oh yeah, and I decided to exile Turkey into their promised lands, and also Israel now just owns all of Iran, and Iran has been exiled into the Caucasus. Russia's probably not gonna invade me through there at any time soon, and I am definitely not going to war with Russia. I think I played long enough. Alright, Romania also doesn't exist anymore, and instead Moldova got bigger and Bulgaria got bigger too. So yeah, this was definitely like an interesting path. You know, this was not intended for to happen this path, but up until I reunified all of the Arab world over this, it was honestly pretty fun. So subscribe, like all the cool stuff, and thank you guys for watching. See you till next week.